This kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew.
Trevor Lawrence is the best prospect ever.
I dare you to take a little pain. When you want to succeed,
you gotta be hungry. I was hungry.
As bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.
He will lead a franchise.
You say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it.
There was none before me, and there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only.
You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep.
I'm going to show you how great I am.
Certified, bonafide, and duly qualified to bring you satisfaction, a whole lot of action.
Despite looking like an over-evolved Afghan hound with opposable thumbs, Trevor Lawrence has proven time and time again to be an All-American caliber prospect. His 4-year output in high school landed him a spot at Clemson, where he started immediately and lived up to all expectations.
They tried to tell us about Trevor Lawrence, like way back. We just didn't listen.
It took him 30 games to finally take an L in college, but ironically, it was the Jets' avoiding defeat that secured T-Law the biggest dub of his career. Now, likely to be surrounded by the likes of DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, and James Robinson, there won't be any reason to think he'll slow down anytime soon. He can hit all 3 levels of the field with perfection like an Avicii trilogy, thanks to an arm that would make even Uncle Rico willing to tape over his high school highlights for. His elite ball placement makes both Drew Lock and new skinny jeans adopters envious, dropping more dimes on corners than Nelson Aguilar asking for spare change.
Throwing babies out the window. We was catching them. Unlike Aguilar and his mishaps, I like to put that out there.
His affinity to avoid throwing hospital balls will be greatly appreciated by his weapons at the next level, as we saw Chark and Viska both get their bell rung a few times this year. Speaking of, he's no Hector Salamanca, displaying his dual threat skill set year after year. He's not quite Deshaun Watson, but there certainly isn't anything sneaky about his athleticism. If you think there is, then you probably end your scouting where John Elway starts his. We hear the term generational talent thrown around every 2 or 3 years, but this time, it just feels different. Lawrence has worn that crown since he graduated high school, and if there's one thing I know about him, it's that Lawrence is not fond of overthrows.
With the first pick in the NFL draft,